Ooh, quite the huff and shuffle. The ocean's just scoot this over a little bit. I had to run up across the parking lot in a bunch of flight of stairs. Didn't have my tripod. Let me tell you, it makes a difference. I was hoping today would be one of the days where there's no clouds and that a green out's possible. It's like the thing they showed in the Pirates of the Caribbean. The sun hits the water just right, and it shines through a million miles of ocean, and the whole thing just turns green for a second. The old man from the thing, Gibbs, he tells a story pretty well, that some people have seen it and said they haven't. Some people haven't seen it and said they have. And then there's the people that don't believe in it. And then there's the do. It's its own separate thing about being a sailor. It's not something that you can see if you live on the East Coast. You have to live on a western coast. I personally have seen it a couple of times. And 3 times in one day, actually. If the conditions are right and you can see it just perfect, you catch it and then you run up just a little bit further, and that gives you a couple more degrees of angle, and you can chase the green dot basically. And I thought it was really something neat. But it is the reason why sailors are superstitious, because the ocean does things that are otherwise just whoop. And of course I tipped the camera right when there's a missing the wave. Anyway, the ocean does things that just can't be done other places. So I took a break from live streaming today. I'm obviously not playing video games. See if I can catch that thrashing wave right there. Missed it. But the water's really pretty today. It looks like there's a ship getting ready to get underway, or they're setting at anchor. So after a day of horseback riding and other adventures and a couple of trips up and down the beach, here I am watching the sunset, which is apparently much nicer than putting another dent in my chair trying to figure out what monster is more important than the next. So, for the people that play video games every day, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. However, there's something to be said for being able to get outside. Oh yeah, now the waves are starting to bash. Be able to get outside and go adventuring. It looks like right over. Curse my tripod. Well, I love this thing. I just have to loosen so many things to get it to start to turn. There we go. The jetties here are really nice. It's actually a very calm harbor. Now the color is tracking a little bit better. See if my there we go. Camera can get the brightness or the dimness. It's chilly outside, but I'll stand here till the end. I remember a long time ago, there was a commercial for Lifesavers, and this fella was sitting up on a hillside with his daughter, and he gives her a candy, and they sit there for a minute, and then he just waits patiently as the little thing melts. Ideally, it melts in their mouth at the same time that it goes away. And then he says, going, 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 and then it just tips over the horizon. Gone. Yeah. Oh, 40 feet above the ocean is definitely hoodie weather. Oh, and the waves are... Let's see if I get a good one right here. Thresh. Nope. Too bad. I like how the color changes on my camera. It really does a great job catching from one to the other. Can't tell if the tide's coming in or out right now. Back this up just a little bit. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. That's full view right now. Or I mean, that's all the way back. I'll push it forward. I'll give it another minute. Yep. Catch the sea spray of the waves crashing up a little bit. I fiddled my tripod here one more time. I think this will be the last time. There's nobody next to me using the viewing camera or the little binoculars or the thing you stick a quarter in so you can see the sun. Yeah, that thing. It's pretty interesting to stand out on the viewing thing at sunset at the beach because the, I don't know, in the last 5 minutes, 20 people have come up here just to take a minute to look. But it is pretty chilly and it is pretty windy. We'll see if the microphone helps at all. It's almost the end. Golden ball. Catch just the last of it. See, yeah, maximum zoom. That's the best of it. We'll sweep from one side to the other. It just turns orange. So whoever the captain is of that ship, I envy him on days like this. It is one of the days that I remember sailing. And the sky turns. This is actually the thing that I see on the screen right now is very close to what my eye sees right now. We'll just sweep this back nice and gently. I'm gonna have to master that a little bit better. I believe the sun to be right in there. Oof. Oh, I need a post or something to hide behind. The wind is definitely freshening. That's one of the things that I also enjoyed when sailing is sunset sailing is really nice because this time of day, then the wind freshens and it picks up nicely and it starts to pick the waves up. Inshore waves. Out at sea is still flat as flat gets. And it's really a good hour, 90 minutes of good sailing, and you can usually catch that in the evening time almost anywhere in the world. The sun just carries a lot of energy with it, and when that goes away, then it starts to cool, and then the airflow changes, and there's a lot of circulation. And that's how the weather changes, because of the sun. I can visibly see the clouds at the bottom edge. Let's see if my finger is not going to ruin this as I try and get out in front of the There we go. So right at the tip of my finger, the edge of those clouds, I can physically see move with my naked eye right now. I can also just barely see the beach, where I foresee making several attempts of sandcastle building this summer. I've never really gotten good at that. I tried it a little bit when I was a boy, and I fiddled around with it when I was just bored as hell. I was at the green sand beach in the Big Island, Hawaii, and I thought, oh, I'm going to build a green sand castle. It's not the right stuff. It didn't work very well at all. Well, but I gave it a go, and there's only a couple of those in the world, so I got a sand mound at the green sand beach instead of a sand castle. Oh, as soon as the sun goes down, then I'll turn the camera around to the other side. I can see the lights of the harbor that's like 1 mile from my house. The furious hustle on the Chili's. Oh, that's a good wave. And skaboosh. It's really a protected harbor here. It's one of the deepest harbors on the west coast of North America. And it's really sad they don't use it for more shipping. But the environment and all of that stuff, but legitimately the harbor's got to come into somewhere, and we ship things all around the world. I don't know why we wouldn't use it in the best place instead of the second best place. It's why Houston almost became the nation's capital. If anybody didn't know that, it was really a near thing because of how accessible the port was and how important shipping would have been for the rest of the world. What a far different country we'd have if Houston is the capital of America. I don't know if I can see them very well, but there's some folks right down here. Oh, that wave almost nailed them. So the last wave that came in, those guys got a piece of it. I didn't move the camera, but I got to see a little bit of it. So the color that I see right now, actually the camera's got better light pickup than my eyes do. Come on. There we go. Oof. My legs are starting to shake. It's really chilly up here. I've only got a stinking t-shirt on and some sweatpants. Whew. Ooh, and that's a chilly breeze right off the ocean, and it's a cold. I think the water temperature here, it's pretty cold actually. Ooh. Starting to get the shivers. Oh, and if I think my audio is too stupid, then I'm just going to mute my ass and play some background music. Maybe this year I'll be fortunate and be able to get out to sea for the Perseid meteor shower. It's really amazing to be able to see that on the ocean. The desert is arguably also very nice. But with the curvature of the Earth, you get and zero light pollution over the horizon, and you see so many more meteors for any given meteor shower. Maybe I'll post something up on the board and get a hold of one of the sailing captains. Oof. Well, I no longer see the sun, and after looks like about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I'm watching the upper layer of the horizon start to shrink down from the far left side. It's much thinner. I think all the houses and buildings over there is Ocean Shores. And in order to get there, you have to drive all the way around. Most of their industry is tourism. They've got a casino and all the fun things like that. And this side of the harbor is industry. It's fishing and not nearly as many shops or boutiques or any of those things. There's no McDonald's on this side. There definitely is one on the other side. A couple of gas stations. I mean, a lot more tourism-based industries. I wonder if I can get that for a shot. Sailboat or shipping boat, nope, that's the navigational buoy. There we go. Oh, good grief. Trying to get my tripod thing to up and down right. That's about my spot. can't see the ocean very well. It's definitely dark in the camera view. It's definitely getting dark out here too. Oh, that was a good sea spray. Alright, taking the zoom out. Yeah, so that's pretty close to what I actually see. Oh, see if these guys are getting wet again. Almost. They moved. Good for them. I will just enjoy that for a couple minutes as it shrinks down. Or in the tropics, the sun goes down and it doesn't sunset. It sunsets for a long time, but as soon as it dips over the edge, whoop, it's gone. It's the cartoon joke. It's like somebody pulled a string sometimes. Click, click. I wonder if that's where they came up for the invention of the clapper. Oh yeah, that was a big one. That one must have splashed out like 30 feet. Too bad I didn't quite get it. I'm gonna see if I can get the next one. We're gonna change position real quick. Since there's nobody else up here on the observation deck. Tripod's not quite tall enough. Here we go. Come on. Upsy daisy. There we go. Alright. There's the three little souls down below where the waves crash into. I'm going to put them in the bottom right hand corner. And then we're going to catch the last bit of the sunset. Better make sure my mic's live. Yep. I got to start doing that first. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they moved to the top of the rocks. The place that they were 10 minutes ago. They got kissed by a couple of those. There used to be like 20 people standing around the observation deck up here. And now, it's just me. I know why. Because I'm dumb. Well, and it's chilly. All right. Play with the filters a little bit, see if I can get it to focus on one spot or another. It's not that orange in life. Yeah. That's a little bit closer to the real color. Actually, that is the real color. That is what I see with my eyes. Yeah, can just see the top left of that cloud formation. You can see it moving. The wind's really picking up right now. I'm going to just bump this back into position. The vibration is the wind. It's not me touching it anymore. I'm trying not to do that, but I put my leg against the tripod so that it doesn't accidentally blow over. It doesn't have a very big wind profile, but I'd really hate to smash my camera because I was negligent as the wind really picks up. I think if I do this again, I'm going to set my tripod up and then go sit in the car and then tie it to the rails and then watch it from down below. Then again, I have a duster, or a sea coat, actually. It depends on how you identify them, but it's a sea coat. And it sure does the job. Something to keep the wind off anyway. It's really not that cold other than the wind. I'm not sure how much of it's going to be whistling through the mic. As I turn my head from side to side, I definitely hear it in my ears. The horizon behind me is dark, but not black yet. It's a couple of minutes away from definitely being nautical twilight. Some people say, "Oh, it's sunset." Well, sunset's when the burning ball dips over the edge and it touches the bottom. Hey, it's a setting sun. That's the event. But nautical twilight is when you can't tell the difference between a white thread and a black thread. The good souls that are down below are climbing off the rocks now before they lose all the light. Again, with that part about white thread, black thread, step on a rock or step in a hole. I'm going to holler down at him here in a second. Sorry about the yelling. Hey fellas, how was the view down there from the rocks?
Oh, it was beautiful. It got a little wet, but it's all right, you know.
Yeah, I thought you guys got kissed by the waves a couple of times, but I will tell you, it's pretty windy up here.
You got a little bit of cover down there if you want to hit it.
Nah, I got the tripod set up. I'll just wait for it to go. I'll be tough. I can't quite see the fishing trawler yet. A little boat, little power boat. I don't know, looks like a 40-footer, semi-commercial boat. It's headed out. I'm gonna try tightening this back up. There's the little boat. He's going out to sea, as many fishermen have done in times before. If I tighten this up, maybe the shaking will be a little bit less. Oof. Oh. Ooh, it is a lot chillier now. I think the picture quality is pretty good for it sitting at maximum zoom. I can't pick up the little boat out there because of the light behind it, but I think that's fair. I think that if I turn it to the side like this, then pull some of the zoom out. Maybe that'll help with the picture clarity. Oh. I'm definitely glad I chose to use my headset instead of my boom mic or my plug-in microphone. The video game headset was a better choice for this. It is keeping my ears warm. I brought both, and I was just, well, yeah, okay. Now, if I'd have brought the long one, then I could sit behind a brick wall and play Battlefield War Correspondent, I guess, and say, oh yeah, it's really getting crazy out there. See, I put my camera out there, but I'm not sticking my head over that wall for anybody to see what's going on. It's not that bright to me in the picture, or for my eyes. The picture doesn't capture it anymore. hand out right out in front. I've got 1.5 fingers of horizon that's still orange, and it is pitch black over my shoulder. Yeah, that's a better color. The camera says the brightest area is over there. That's it. The left edge is all there is of the sun for today for us. Good morning, Australia. Thinking about strange things in Australia. I remember the first time I was in Australia. I'm in a bar. Not because I was drinking, but it's the only thing that's open after 6 o'clock in this tiny little town. So you go to a bar because that's where you go to get food. It's been a long day. And the vernacular that they use was the first thing that was interesting to me was, "Oh, you bloody Yank, let's go get pissed." Okay, so the bloody Yank would be me, but I'm not interested in getting upset right now. I had a nice day. Oh no, you missed the whole thing, mate. That's we go and we get pissed. We tie one on, eh? That was the first one, and then of course, after the other guy's having a couple drinks, not me. Then I get this idea like, oh, I should go to the bathroom. I think that's a fair idea. Into the bathroom we go. And I flush the toilet. And then it dawns on me that on the southern hemisphere, the Earth spins, or the ocean currents spin in a different way on that side of the ocean. So here I am in a bar all the way around the world, and I'm like, I don't care how much it costs. I'm calling my mom. $12 a minute satellite phone. 4 o'clock in the morning. Mom wakes up. Hey, what are you doing right now? What time is it? I don't care. Mom, I need you to go in the bathroom right now. It's important. Why is it important? Just go in the bathroom right now, quick. Okay, I'm in the bathroom. Now what? All right, flush the toilet. Okay, why am I doing this? Just flush the toilet. So you hear the toilet sound? All right. Now what? Which way did it go? It went down. What do you mean, which way did it go? No, did it go clockwise or counterclockwise? Which way did it go? This is very important. Serious business about developing international relationships to tell people that in the northern hemisphere the toilets flush this way, and the southern hemisphere the toilets flush that way. So we got a bar full of and not even just like regular bar people that you would see anywhere else in the world, but because there was a ship in and there's a festival, then it's all the people. It's the only restaurant in town, so it's also a bar. So everybody's there having a grand old time. They're karaokeing and it's fun. There's like 200 people in this bar, and we're all crammed into the men's room. There must have been 50 people in the men's room. Oh, tell the bloody Sheila. Oh, and then it was funny as Mom's like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, why not? What, did you turn the light on? No, I didn't turn the light on. You didn't say to do that. And I was like, well, turn the light on and do it again. It's like, well, it has to fill up. So we're standing in a bar halfway around the world with 50 people, at least 20 women. What does she say? Tell the Sheila, flush it again. Flush it again. It's his. Hey, it's not Sheila. It's his bloody mum. uh, don't yell so much. She's doing us a favor. Who would have thought of this? And then, of course, then the betting. Who thinks it's going to go the same? Who thinks it's not? Who thinks it's the same? Who thinks it's not? Whoa. I think if I don't even remember if it flushed the same direction or not. My poor mom. Standing there in the dark in the bathroom, flushed the toilet. Which way did it go? I don't know. I didn't turn the light on. And then, of course, how does she explain that one to the rest of the family? Like, who was that called at 4 o'clock in the morning? Who were you talking to? Is there something wrong? No, it's fine. What was it about? You wouldn't understand. Well, what is it? Well, really, it's about the Coriolis effect and international relations, and it was very important. It has to do with night maneuvers and national security. So I rode the bus a couple hours to get over this way, and then played around for the day after horseback riding.